All right, shalom, shalom. Want to first and foremost give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone of Root Well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Yeah, and I want to get right into it, man. The title of this video, is going to be something along the lines of, and excuse me for sniffling and everything. Allergies is acting up. But the confidence, Salaki, listen to me. The title of this video is going to be something along the lines of, our confidence is divine. All right. Our confidence is holy, man. Our confidence is greater, is greater than the people of this world. And I like the way it sounds to say our confidence is divine. Because I was thinking about. You got a lot of, you got the term YN floating around social media. If you don't know, the term YN stands for young nigga. All right. Pretty much, young nigga is a term used for literally a young nigga. All right. A young so-called black man or a young man in general that pretty much has no control over his emotions. He's emotionally unstable. Therefore, he's effeminate. An effeminate young man that has no control over his emotions, and he's quick to pull out a gun, as they say, a switch on you and get active. So they say. Pretty much, it's a young person that has no control over his emotions, and he's ready to crash out at the slightest inconvenience. But as I was thinking about that, and just people similar to that, these young niggas or these emotionally unstable men, these effeminate men, they have a lot of confidence. Like they have a lot of false confidence, when you are around uncivilized, ghetto crash out young people like that, you notice they have an extreme amount of confidence. All right. Why? Because they're confident in that gun that they have on their side, right? They're confident in the oppressor's weapons, without that gun, they wouldn't have that confidence. They only have that confidence because of that gun, or maybe they're with a group of people. All right. But rarely do they have the confidence to where, they'll solve their problems like real men should, which is with their fist, through just duking it out. They have that confidence because they have their gun. All right. And I've been around those type of young niggas before. And yeah, they always pretty much have that confidence, either because they have a gun on them or because they're with another group of other idiot fools just like them. But they don't really have true confidence. They have false confidence. All right. And that goes for a lot of people in this whole world. A lot of people in this world have a lot of false confidence. Okay. All these people's confidence comes from carnal, materialistic sources. You got Floyd Mayweather, calls himself Money Floyd. And of course, he's undefeated and all of that. But when you just look at his countenance, how he carries himself, full of pride. A lot of rich millionaires, people in Hollywood, they're super confident and super prideful, not in the Lord, not in the power of hosts, not in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. They're confident in their riches. They're confident in their money. And in that confidence that they have is a fake, false confidence. They have a shallow confidence, a shallow ego, right? Their confidence is going to be easily destroyed. They walk around super prideful. They think that they're better than you because they make more money than you. But their confidence is shallow. It's not deep. We in this ministry, we the lowly, we the humble, we have real divine confidence. All right. Our confidence is from on high. Right. Our source of confidence is unseen. It's invisible to this world, but it's only visible to us. All right. And our confidence is in who? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And we know what the Lord is capable of, and we know his power through reading these scriptures that this world considers fairy tales. We know it to be true, man. So real quick, I'm going to get this word divine, and then I'm going to get a few examples in the scriptures on real divine confidence and his power, and how that we're using it right now, and we're going to keep using it. All right, so this is divine, and Salakia for saying all that in the beginning. I just wanted to get that out, out the way, man, off my chest. This is divine on the etymology. This says what? It says late 14th century, pertaining to, of the nature of, or proceeding from the Most High, or a God, addressed to God. It says from Latin divinus, of a God, of or belonging to a God, inspired, prophetic. Okay, so literally divine means pertaining to God or pertaining to a God. So when I say that our confidence is divine, meaning our confidence is directly connected to the Most High, right? It's directly connected to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Those are the only gods that it truly exists and lives. Yahweh, the Most High, and Yahweh Shai, his only begotten Son. So our confidence is divine, man, and it's unseen. Okay? This world can't see our confidence. Because they don't have the faith to believe in the unseen like we do. All right. And when you read the scriptures, I got a quick example here. King David was a prime example of having that divine confidence. Okay. Having confidence in the Most High, the unseen, man. Believe the scriptures say the invisible power. But let's read an example of divine confidence right here and how we can apply this to our modern day life. This is 1 Samuel 17. And I'm going to get right to the point because this isn't the only scripture I'm going to get this video. This is just 1 Samuel 17, and I'm going to start at 34. Now, you can read the whole chapter. This is when we were at war with the Philistines, and this is the famous story of King David slaying Goliath. But I just wanted to harp on the main point was King David's confidence, man. 1 Samuel 17 and 33. I'm going to start at verse 32. It says, and David said to Saul, let no man's heart fail because of him. Thy servant will go and fight with this Philistine. And Saul said to David, thou art not able to go against this Philistine to fight with him, for thou art but a youth, and he a man of war from his youth. So when you read this chapter, all the Israelites that were gathered there, the men that were gathered there for war, they were all scared of Goliath because he was super big, all right, a mighty man. Even King Saul was scared of Goliath. But King David, having never fought a war in his life, being a young man, he was the only one full of that divine confidence, that confidence that comes from on high, all right, from the spirit realm, man, that divine influence. King David was the only one that had that real divine confidence, man. And the word confidence, con means with, and fidence means faith. So confidence, to have confidence directly goes back to having faith in something. That's why I said we have divine confidence, because we have faith in the divine. We have faith in what? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai and his power and his might. Earlier I said what? These young niggas, they have faith in that gun on their side. But let's keep reading. Verse 34 says, and David said unto Saul, thy servant kept his father's sheep, and there came a lion and a bear, and took a lamb out of the flock. And I went out after him, and smote him, and delivered it out of his mouth. And when he arose against me, I caught him by his beard, and smote him, and slew him. Now, this is often underlooked by Christianity. But we really have to think about what we just read. All right. Really, this was an example of like spiritual powers, man. Of the Lord giving someone supernatural strength when you think about it, because a lion and a bear have always been stronger than humans. Animals, certain animals are made stronger than us. They're literally made with denser muscles. I think they have such thing as like muscles that are more like elastic and like bouncy. You know, that's why you have a lion, cheetah. They can go from a laying down position and they can instantly spring up and run, because the Lord literally created them with the physical attributes needed to kill and survive on a daily basis in the wild. You know, we all know how big a blue whale is. You know, if you look at modern day gorillas, lions, and bears, they're already stronger than humans, man. I don't care what's the strongest dude on the planet, Brian Shaw or something like that. He can't beat a fucking lion. He can't beat a bear. They're going to kill him. So the lions and bears are by default just stronger than humans, stronger than King David physically. But what we just read is that King David slew the lion and the bear. That's spiritual powers, man. That's spiritual powers. And he had the confidence to kill that lion and the bear because he had faith that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai would give him the strength to do that. You see, that's that divine confidence that we have to have. If you read verse 34 again, it says, in 35, it says, and I went out after him and smote him and delivered it out of his mouth. It said, and smote. Smote means to hit. Now, when you keep reading, it literally said, and delivered it out of his mouth. And when he arose against me, right, talking about the lion, right, it says, and you know it's talking about the lion because it says, I caught him by his beard and smote him and slew him. And you know, lions have a lion's mane. That's that beard that he caught. So, first of all, the scriptures literally just said that King David grabbed a lion by its beard and killed him. That's not That's not a natural physical thing to do, man. I was just thinking about the scripture earlier, like damn, wait a minute, man. That's really like spiritual powers, man. You can't, a human cannot normally, and in the ancient day, man, everything was bigger. The men were bigger, the women were bigger, but the animals were bigger too. We know the scripture says in the Apocrypha that since the world is going on, everything is getting smaller. So everything was bigger in the ancient day. Of course, King David was bigger than us, and the women and the men, but that means the animals had to have been bigger too, man. So it's still not normal to be able to grab a lion or a bear by its beard and kill it with your bare hands. It doesn't say that he had a weapon. Now, he may have had a weapon, but still, it's not normal to just be able to take down a lion and a bear by yourself, man. And it says he caught him by his beard. So that means he had to grab the lion with his bare hands. How do you even get within range of a lion to grab it by his beard, man? Man, the Lord strengthened King David to kill this lion and this bear, man. This is the divine confidence that we have to have. These young niggas, they don't have the real confidence. It's false. These people in this world that they put their trust in their money and in their daddy Esau, they don't have real confidence, man. We have to have this biblical confidence, man. You know, the confidence where the Lord can make the impossible possible. It's often considered fairy tales. Like when you read the scriptures, this is considered a fairy tale to a lot of people. They don't really think that King David slew the lion and the bear, man. They don't think that Moses split the Red Sea. You know, they don't really believe in these miracles that happen instantaneously. But that's the confidence that we have to have, man. Verse 35, it says, verse 36, it says, thy servant slew both the lion and the bear. And this uncircumcised Philistine shall be one of them, seeing he hath defiled the armies of the living power. Now, there's a lot of verses you could read right here where Goliath pretty much taunts King David, and King David, you know, gives praises to the Lord and that he's about to, you know, kill him. But I'm going to read down to the point. We're jumping down to verse 48. And it came to pass when the Philistines arose and came and drew nigh to meet David, that David hasted and ran toward the enemy to meet the Philistine. And David put his hand in his bag and took thence a stone and slang it and smote the Philistine in his forehead. that the stone sunk into his forehead. Excuse me. That the stone sunk into his forehead, and he fell upon his face to the earth. So David prevailed over the Philistine with a sling and with a stone, and smote the Philistine and slew him. But there was no sword in the hand of David. So those are important points, man. King David had an overwhelming, real confidence in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. And we can liken this story unto us. This is the confidence that we got to have. And then in even much more in these modern day times, we have to have this divine confidence that King David had and other men in the scriptures had, man. King David has so much confidence that he was going up against a man that was clearly physically superior to him and much more proficient at war and battle. And he had everything he had, he had all the physical requirements, like he was physically stronger. He had armor. King David turned down Saul's armor. So King David went into that battle with no armor, no sword, against an enemy that was overwhelmingly stronger, decked out with armor and a sword. And King David had a slingshot and slung him in the face, man. How do you even line up that shot? Okay, clearly Goliath wasn't just standing still, waiting to get shot. That means King David had to run. He had to angle the slingshot. He had to somehow find the trajectory and sling him with that. That was the Lord. The Lord strengthened him to do that, man. The Lord, King David has so much faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, right? He had that real divine confidence that King David wasn't scared when the lion and the bear took the lamb. What in this modern day world terms, it is insanity for you to just chase a lion and a bear with nothing. Okay, King David was a keeper of sheep, man. It doesn't specifically say that he had a weapon to kill that lion and that bear. He was just keeping sheep. So it leads you to believe that he just killed the lion and the bear barehanded. What type of individual would just run after a lion and a bear with nothing? And then even more so, when the lion comes at you, you grab its beard and kill it. That doesn't even make any sense. That's unnatural. That's not normal. But you see, King David had divine confidence. So he knew that as long as what he's doing is pleasing to the Lord, as long as what he's doing was righteous, man, he wasn't doing nothing wicked, that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai would give him the strength to do it, man. So King David had divine confidence, man. He killed a lion and a bear with his bare hands, man. That's spiritual power. That doesn't make any sense. There's no other way to twist it, man. The Lord had to give him some type of superhuman strength and dexterity to just kill. He said it smote a lion and a bear. Can you punch a lion and a bear and kill it? On some Saitama stuff, man. One punch. Can you smote a lion and a bear with your bare hands? Can you grab a lion's beard? You know what I'm saying? You can, right? That's the answer, is that you can. And this is what I'm getting at. We have to have this same level of confidence, man. We got to have divine confidence, especially in these times to come. All right? Them spiritual powers is not coming to a man of weak confidence. Us men in this truth, we got to have a divine confidence, man. All right? Hey, we take a lot of L's, man. We have a lot of moments where people get away with being disrespectful to us on the highways and the byways. And your day-to-day life, when you're moving out and about in this world, you may be at the gas station getting food. You got a lot of moments where you got to take the low. You got to be humble. You got to let somebody have it. You got to if someone's talking that shit, you got to be the bigger man. Walk away if you can. All right. We take a lot of L's in this world, man, knowing damn well we got the holy angels. We got a mighty so-called black man just floating around us that can literally just destroy everything in front of us. We know damn well that we got the holy angels with us. We got Yahweh Bashem Yahushai with us, but we take a lot of L's. Nonetheless, we take the low a lot. We got to be humble a lot in this world. But we're coming into the time where the men of the Lord are going to start taking them victories, man. Them victories in the flesh. We take a lot of L's in this flesh. We got to be humble. We got to be lowly. We got to let people get away with talking shit to us. But we're coming in that time period that the men of the Lord are going to, some of the men of the Lord are going to be changed into them hunters in Jeremiah, man. And we're going to really start taking these victories. The Lord is going to give certain men spiritual powers and the ability to pray and have miracles happen. All right. This is Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against them. So this is talking about spiritual powers. Okay? That standard is spiritual powers. If we look at the word standard, it says Nawam, or no, I think that's Nawas. And it says to flee, to escape, to take flight, to put to flight. To put to flight means you destroy him. Strong's definition, it says vanish away, to chase, away, to flee, to make way. So it pretty much means is you make a path for yourself and you put the enemy to flight. You destroy him. You make him flee, you make him run. So that standard is spiritual powers, man. Because it said when the enemy comes in like a flood, meaning it's so many situations you can think about for that. All right, you're at home in the middle of the night. Next thing you know, troops bust down your door. You're outside walking about. A group of people try to come and kill you. Whatever it happens, a standard is about to be lifted for the men of the Lord, man. Certain men are going to get them spiritual powers, and only men that are going to get those are going to be the men that have a divine confidence, man. Meaning our faith, our confidence in ourselves and our confidence in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is going to be unforeseen. No one's going to have seen this before. Divine, holy confidence is what we have to have, man, in order to receive this standard. Because this standard is coming. Okay? We're going to be doing things like what King David did, man. Defeating the enemy that it looks like we shouldn't defeat in the flesh. Esau's coming at you and all hell breaks loose with tanks, helicopters, men in juggernaut suits. And you're just one man with no weapon. Just straight spiritual powers. All right, gifted powers, divine powers bestowed upon you because you have that divine confidence. So the Lord's seen it fit to give you that divine power, man. This is a time that we're coming into, and we are in it right now. We got to have this divine confidence, man. All right, when you read the stories of King David slaying a lion and a bear, standing up against Goliath, you read all these biblical stories. We have to have a divine confidence, man. These spiritual powers are coming. We're not going to just keep getting, and I guess I'll end it right here. Because we're not going to stay taking these L's in the flesh for too much longer, man. And it's biblical because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has to glorify his name. And he's going to get glorified on this side and the kingdom of heaven. Okay, he's going to get glorified on this side, man, and the kingdom of heaven. He's going to get glorified on this side through the men of the Lord that he does miraculous acts through. And those men that get them powers, they're going to have divine confidence from on high. Jeremiah 16:16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. And right now we are fishing people with these videos, right? These videos is the bait. We go into camp, that's fishing, right? And fishing, that's likened unto us preaching to try to gather the hopeful elect. It says, and after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. So what does it mean they shall hunt them from every mountain and every hill, from every holes of the rocks? Meaning the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, is going to give certain men spiritual powers to hunt people, man. From every mountain, from every hill, from every hole in the rock. Pretty much what that's talking about is no matter where you're hiding, you're the men of the Lord on this side with spiritual powers are going to get you. Literally, they're going to be hunters. They're going to be men with divine powers, and they're going to be hunting people, man. Whoever the Lord tells them to get, they're going to get them from every hill, from every nook and every cranny. So this is coming, man. And we have to have divine confidence. We have to walk around with a level of confidence never seen. And it doesn't mean pridefulness. It's not arrogance. It's not pridefulness. It's a humble divine confidence, man, because we know that the Lord is with us, man. How many people you think walking around in this world truly believe that there are holy angels right next to them at every second? You know, how many people walking around do you think really believe that the Lord can just gift them divine powers at any moment in time? All right. We really believe this, man. What this world would call a childish type of faith, a childish type of belief. We really believe in this. We believe in that the unseen is way infinitely more times powerful than the seen, man. So I'm gonna end it there. We gotta have a divine level of faith in the unseen, man. My last scripture, Hebrews 11:1. We can't be scared, walking around scared of these young niggas, man. They have faith and confidence in Esau's weaponry. All right, and Esau's blessing. This is Hebrews 11:1. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And I meditate on this verse a lot because it says faith is what? The evidence of things not seen. So what is not seen? What's not seen are the holy angels that are around you all the time. All right, what's not seen is Yahweh Shai. All right, Yahweh Shai. You don't literally see the Lord physically. Like, you don't literally see their spiritual, beautiful, majestic bodies. You don't see the holy angels right next to you. But what is the proof of the unseen? What is the evidence or proof that they are there is our faith, right? So that's why I said now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So the evidence that the unseen things are actually with us is our faith, right? The very reason, the very fact that you have faith in the unseen, that's evidence that the unseen is real, because faith is a gift. So you didn't gift yourself faith in the unseen. It was the unseen that gifted you faith to believe in the unseen. And the unseen is what? Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the holy angels. So Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, if he gifted us with faith in the unseen, then we got to have the utmost faith in the divine, okay, to overcome and endure in these times to come, man. So Lord willing, this video is edifying. Till the next time, Shalom.